We are Group 6 from Section L3, and today we will be presenting on Theme 10, Justice, Equality, and Human Dignity in the 21st Century for the subject of Philosophy and Current Issue. Our presentation is guided by Ms. Nabisa, and our group members are Bridget, Lee Junhong, Lily Chun Lee, and Lim Su Sing. Through this presentation, we aim to explore how justice is understood from different philosophical perspectives and how equality and human dignity continue to shape our modern world. So this is all our table of content that we will be going through on forward. However, justice does not have a single meaning. It is shaped by belief, values, and different philosophical perspectives. In this discussion, we will look at justice through four main criteria: metaphysics, postmodernism, relativism, and decolonizations with the human concept. Each of these help us to understand how fairness and equality are viewed differently in today's world.
Now, I'll be talking about justice from a metaphysical perspective in the 21st century. First, what is justice? Philosophers ask whether justice is something that exists naturally in the universe, like a fixed law, or if it's created by humans based on our beliefs and values. This is very important because how we answer it affects the way we understand morality, fairness, and the rules that guide society. So justice can look very different depending on the perspective. For example, what one culture sees as fair might not be the same for another. So metaphysics help us to explore this difference and encouraging us to think critically about how our beliefs shape our ideas of right and wrong. In society, justice isn't just a concept. It actually guides our behavior as it helps us make ethical choices, promotes fairness, and contributes to social harmony. By reflecting on what is justice, we can build trust and cooperation in our communities. Even in our science-driven 21st century, metaphysics is still relevant. It doesn't try to give definite answers, but help us to understand people's values, beliefs, and interpretations. It focuses more on the process of thinking critically than just on the results, which is very important when dealing with complex issues like fairness, equality, and human dignity. In short, metaphysical thinking allows us to explore justice deeply, understand different perspectives, and guide ethical behavior in a fair and thoughtful way today.
Postmodernist relativism is a philosophical movement that emerged in the mid-20th century as a reaction against modernism. Unlike modernism, which believe in universal truth, postmodernism argues that truth and fairness depends on culture, experience, and context. According to Michael Foucault, knowledge and power are closely linked to those in authority, often shape what society accepts as a truth. For example, a study comparing German and Hong Kong children found out that German kids share candies based on effort. However, Hong Kong children share equally. This shows how fairness differs across all these cultures. Similarly, in China, Common Prosperity Policy, fairness focuses on reducing inequality, while Western society links fairness to performance and competition. Today, social media encourage diverse voices, allowing people to express their own versions of fairness and truth. However, the idea of new realism reminds us that reality still exists even if people see it differently. Overall, postmodernism relativism teaches us that fairness is not universal. It's shaped by culture, power, and perspective.
Many of justice systems in today are still based on colonial value and Western idea. This system often don't listen to indigenous or minority people. Decolonization means making the law fair and inclusive for everyone. Decolonization is not just about becoming free from colonial power, it's also about changing how people think about power, equality, and being human. It questions Western way of thinking and invite us to include many different cultures and ideas when we talk about justice. One good way to decolonize justice is to use indigenous law together with national law. In New Zealand, Maori law focuses on restoring relationships instead of punishing people. In Australia, some courts also look at Aboriginal customary law. In South Africa, after apartheid, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission used the African idea of Ubuntu, which means share humanity, to promote forgiveness and healing. These examples show that justice can be fair when it includes local tradition. Indigenous and minority people are still sent to jail more often than others. This shows that racist and colonial systems are still part of our justice system. To make the system fair, government need to include indigenous leaders and community voice when making law. Then where justice can meet everyone's real need in our world today, where many cultures live together, decolonization is very important. When we listen to all cultural voices and include them in our system, we create more equality and a stronger, more united society.
Hi, my name is Junho. Human dignity is the foundation of human rights. It means treating everyone fairly and respectfully and recognizing their value no matter their gender, race, or background. Philosopher Immanuel Kant said that humans should always be treated as end in themselves, not just as tools for others' goal. This shows that respect and fairness are essential in how we treat one another. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, adopted in 1948, states that all humans are born free and equal. Human rights exist to protect our dignity. Rights such as freedom of speech and the right to life are always to ensure every person is treated with respect. In the 21st century, new challenges continue to threaten human dignity. These include gender inequality, racism, climate change, and poverty. When people are denied with their basic needs or treated unfairly, their dignity is compromised. To protect dignity today, we can use law, policy, and social action. Technology and education are also powerful tools to promote fairness and respect. By combining this effort, we can build a world where every person is valued and treated with dignity. In conclusion, human dignity is the foundation of human rights. Protecting it ensures fairness, respect, and equity for all, now and in the future.
In conclusion, justice is not a single or universal concept. It's shaped by philosophy, culture, and moral values. From metaphysics, we see justice as both natural law and human creation. Postmodernism reminds us that fairness depends on culture and context. Decolonizations highlight that the importance of indigenous and minority voice, while the human concept teaches us that the dignity and respect from the heart of justice. In the 21st century, achieving justice requires more than just law. It also needs awareness, inclusiveness, and ethical responsibility. By working together as an individual and society, we can build a world that values fairness and equality. So that's all for our presentation. Thank you.